checking in with y'all before a big road trip. Now, listen, I'm gonna just chop it up with y'all because there's some stuff that I want to get off my chest, and sometimes I just gotta pop up on y'all and just give y'all like real life perspectives of what to expect in this life of just professionalism of basketball of really any sport you're really trying to get into. Now, obviously here we do talk a lot about mentally getting yourself ready to play professional ball, but I don't think you really understand what that means. Like I don't really think you be understanding like how crazy it actually is when you in this game. Like the type of stuff they will do against you. And like you're just never, it's almost, it seems like you're just never in a calm state. You're not in a calm state. You're always on lookout because somebody's trying to get rid of you. Someone's always trying to find some next up on you, and you're just the expendable one. Go live on TikTok as well. Give me a second. So as I'm saying, like this game is so cutthroat that it really just weighs on your mental mind at times. And we're gonna just like go over, I say why 90% of players fail at this game. Why do they fail? Why don't they make it far playing professional? Or why, when they become a pro, the things that happen they're not ready for? Because it's just so like, it's so tough because like for me, everything I'm doing, everything that I have as far as been in my career, I'm experiencing it for the first time. No one's giving me the game. No one is giving me all the tips and tricks what I needed to do to be successful in this game. I was just thrown in the fire, and no one's going to tell me how shiesty and ruthless this game is and how you just going to get screwed over. Like at any point in time, they can get rid of you. I got a homeboy right now. He got he's making upwards of 16, 17,000 a month. I ain't gonna tell you who it is. I got a lot of homeboys who making bread like that, probably more. But I know this one in particular is making about 16 to 17,000 a month. Very high caliber player, a player that's just like won some of the biggest championships in South America, like the biggest championship, and was MVP. That type of caliber of player. But it goes to show it doesn't matter what level you're on. It doesn't matter what you think that you are as a person, like as a player or stuff. These teams are going to scheme and just still try to get a one up on you. It's amazing how they try to one up on you at all times. At all times, they looking for somebody. I'll be transparent right now. Like I'm gonna be transparent on my situation right now. You know, I don't know if they're listening, but this is just how the basketball world works. And this is what I don't understand, to think that maybe general managers or people who are looking for other players as if they don't talk. Give an example. Perfect example. Two situations happen in one day at the same time, literally. So one player said, I was right about to go to sleep and somebody texted me. Never seen the person text, don't know who it is. They randomly text me, say, hey, listen, we're looking for a player. How is your state? How is it going with you in your current situation on your team? I want to talk with your agent. I want to chop it up and see what we can do so we can get, so we can see if we can work together, such and such. And I'm like, one, I'm not trying to go back to Chile. So that's the first and foremost. Two, I'm in a stable situation, or so I think. See, that's the parts of the game they don't tell you. You think you're good. You think the situations that you're in is on point. But guess what? They always, yes, shout out to Big Dudes. Listen, Tap Athletics on YouTube, Tap Athletics on Instagram, 22, Tap Athletics 22. Big Dudes. Go follow him on YouTube. You watch any of my videos, he's going to be tagged in the videos. He's going to be there. Follow Big Dudes because we talk about this all the time. So Chuck, I'm glad you came on, Dudes. Now I feel like I know who I'm talking to, right? You just gave me some inspiration to just let it be known, bro. So tell me why B, right? I already told you about this situation. He's currently playing with the juniors team. You hear what I'm saying? They got him playing with the young guys. They got him playing with the young guys. With his resume, with all the stuff he done, they got him playing with the young guys while they bring another player in and see if he plays good enough. To see if he's playing good enough to see whether they want to keep him or not. So you're just going to ice me on the bench, bring another person in. He going to be playing in my position, and I got to sit here and watch while y'all decide whether or not. Man, the chemistry is done. It's done. How are we supposed to have a... But it's like, that's why I labeled the video why 90% of players fail, because at the end of the day, like the 4 agreements, you can't take it personal. And that's the sucky part about it, because you want to take it personal, because it's personal. The same way they got rid of Buddy, they got him sitting on the bench to watch another person play in his spot. They got rid of their other player. Now check this. Pete, this. The player that they got rid of on that team, the management here hit him up. Guess what position he played? My position. Dang. So through all that, y'all will still look to get rid of you. They still look to get rid of you. No matter how good you play, no matter what you do, they always going to be trying. Yes, bro, exactly. But of course, they don't know that I know, because of course, for some reason, management these days and people will be acting like they don't think players talk. Like word don't go round and round in a circle all the time, and people don't be talking, and we just don't all have the same, like it's one level of communication in this game. Somebody gonna know somebody that knows somebody. Like the amount of information that I get on a daily basis about this player and what JE be telling me about this situation, that situation. My agent said this. My agent hit me up about this. They said this. This, like, y'all just think we're oblivious. When a person gets cut, it's going to go down a pipeline. And everybody who's a part of that pipeline is going to know what just happened and who just got cut from where, from what team, and what the situation was and why that happened. Everybody's going to know why that happened, for the most part. So if a player just got free and you contact this person, you don't think that's going to get back to your team? You don't think that's going to not get back to your team? To the players. Especially if the player is in the same position as you. And I'm like, wow, there ain't no love in this game. There ain't no love in this game. I hate to say it. That's why 90% of players fail, because they fail to realize ain't no love in this game. And I wish somebody would have told me that from the jump. Ain't no love in this game, bruh. Ain't no love in this game, bruh. They don't care about you like you think they don't care. This ain't what that is. This is a business. 100% business. That's all they rocking with. That's all they want to do. That's all they trying to do. How can I better myself and put myself in a better position over everything, over all that you're talking about? I'm trying to put myself in a better position. You served your purpose for the moment. Appreciate you. I'ma holla at you. Listen, we had a player on our team, Deuce. We got a player on our team. The man just left the team. They fired him. Remember I told you they fired him a day before, not even a day before, 3 hours before we played the championship game. Let's y'all just like Shannon Sharp would be saying, let that sink in for a moment. We're about to play a championship game. We're about to play a championship game. 3 hours before that championship game that we've been preparing for all week, that we've been practicing for, this man then went to shoot around. You hear what I'm saying? He went to shoot around expecting to play in a championship game that night. They fired him 3 hours before the game started. So what? We're done with your services. You have served your purpose. We are no longer in need of you anymore. Good luck and the best to you. I'll holler at you, my boy. What's the 4 agreements? You can't take it personal. That's why players fail. Why 95% of players fail. You can't take it personal. It's just business. They foul, bro. They foul. They foul. Even more so, as I was preparing, I wanted to really touch on this. Why? Second agreement is the most important agreement. Yep. You just can't take it personal because these people be really doing out here being some hoes for real. That's what they really be doing for real. And you really be like, no, I really fire on you for real. Because you got me. Can't take it personal, dog. Because you want to. Because you're doing some foul. Like, come on, bro. You can't do business with some integrity. Like, I'm a human being, bro. Like, it's fine if you want to do other things. But can we at least have some, what's the word? Like some basic human etiquette and just let me get on about my life properly? Let me know something. Is that too much to say? Just let me know something. I'm not going to trip out if you want to make other decisions. That is not up for me to be upset at you for wanting to make another decision in life. Hats off to you. Blessings to you. And I want you to have the best situation that you are looking for yourself. I honestly and truly wish that for every person that I encounter. You know why? Because I honestly and truly believe whatever you put out will have to come back to you. Whatever you sow, whatever you put out into the world, it has to come back to you. It's just a natural, universal law. Whatever you put out is going to come back to you. So even when they being some straight slime, balls, crazy, I have to just say, you know what? It's all good. I'm going to have to just take it on the chin, like, no diddy. But I'm going to just take it is for what it is and just keep on pushing. I just got to keep, all right, man. If that's, okay, cool. Blessings to you. I'm on to the next. It ain't got nothing to do with your pride. It ain't got nothing to do with how great of a player. I had to catch that one. Bro. It doesn't matter the type. It doesn't have no knock on you as a player. It has no knock on you as an individual. You're still like, and that be the internal battle every player or person got to deal with for real. When you get hit and your ego. I read a good book talking about just ego is the enemy. I got to reread that one because it's just like everything is ego. Everything is ego when you really think about it. Everything. And men, we egotistic beings. Like, we be getting, hey, bro, we be getting tight. We got to really check that. So I got to really check myself. It's always start with checking yourself first. Like, is this really, let me think about this for a second. Okay, what would be the purpose? That's why it's good to ask questions. There's a book called Limitless. From the movie Limitless, when the dude took the pill, they basically stemmed that from this guy. This book called Limitless. And one of the things that he said in the book that really caught my attention, that really I use to this day, is he said, your questions are your answers. So pretty much any question that you ask, your brain will already start formulating and start working to give you the answer. You just have to you want to get better at anything, ask the right questions. It's almost as if it's a universal law. The minute you put the thought out and ask the question, you will get back what you asking for. You ever heard that saying? Like they'd be like, if you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. If you go through your man's phone looking for something, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it. If you're looking for it, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find it. If you pick up the phone and say, I hope, you asking the question, you're gonna that's what you're giving out. You're not looking in there hoping not to find something. I've never just said, you know what, I hope I don't find something. I'm not going to look for something I don't want. If you wasn't hoping to find nothing, you wouldn't go looking for it. So the very act, that is prime example of the universe working in full effect. You saying, "Oh, I don't want to find it," but everything in you and your actions and your real energy that you're putting out, saying, "I want to find something." So you can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to the real facts that you have inside of you, saying that I want to find something. They are trying. So B team. Both of the imports got fired. One of the imports is a 4. He told me today that my team contacted his people. He plays my position. So what does that mean? If they can't get rid of the other buddy, because he's a local, so the only other person they can make a change for is for me. So you put 2 and 2 together, but you know what? Can't take it personal. I have to just say, you know what? You're here to do your job. Focus on your journey. Focus on what you need to be doing, because that's just life. No one can't make assumptions. I can't make no assumptions. That's what I'm saying. I can't make no assumptions, and I can't. But 2 and 2 add up. You feel me? But then, like I was saying earlier, they don't believe that players don't talk and connect. They know each other. They're gonna talk. They're gonna say, "Hey, yo, buddy just told me that they contacted me." Oh yeah? Little do you know, that's like me telling you. You know I'm finna tell you because I heard it from this person. That person told me, and who else I'm gonna tell? My boy. And then you probably know a hooper there, and y'all get to talking like you told me in the game. You told me in the game somebody was telling you how they finna get rid of a player on your team because they contacted them. Let me turn this light on. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game is. But that's why players fail. Because they make assumptions, you let it get in your head, and then you just start tweaking out. Can't take those assumptions, gotta keep pushing. That just happened like a couple of hours ago. That's why I was just fresh on my mind. I had to get that off. But the main reason I was wanted to come chop it up, like I said, we about to hit the road. We're finna go to Brazil, play in the Champions League. Even more of a reason why I gotta have my head on straight because I still have to do my job in ball. But I would say one of the biggest reasons why 95% of players fail in a pro setting or when you get to pro or don't really make it to a pro is because you don't have any understanding of money for real. I'm gonna still do my thing, bro. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm always locked. I told you this year, it don't matter about nobody else. That was my mistake of letting somebody else get in my head and me allow. I allowed that. I allowed myself to get out of rhythm. They can't make me get out of rhythm. I allowed myself to get out of rhythm. What I think of, what I determine what is going to happen for me in the game, in life, in whatever situation, I decide that. So I'm not going to be putting no blame on nobody. I'm always going to be locked in. And when we play this game to dominate. We play this game to ball out. We don't play this game to just be chilling. You play to get on your head, crack your head. I'm trying to go crazy every game. Every time you step on that court, I'm like, bro, first of all, I had to check myself. Like, bro, you too good and you put too much work in to cheat yourself out of letting somebody not let you be in your groove. They don't decide that. I decide that. I decide how ready I am. I decide if I'm going to be on. I decide that by the work that I put in. They can't stop, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going in with that mindset at all time. I'm still getting up, doing my stretching, doing all that, getting ready, doing all this stuff to make sure I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard. It's so difficult sometimes because we get caught up in one situation and we feel like, man, this is it. You know, because it holds so much pressing factor in the moment. But it's like there's going to be another team. You're going to play another game. It's going to be another day, and the cycle keeps going on and on until you decide to retire and you're done. And you put the shoes up and say, I'm done with this professional life. It's one after the next. And guess what? It's going to be a next day and a next day and a next day and a next day after that. So it really doesn't even matter about just even worry about what anyone external situations or what they believe, their perspective, or what they think about you in the moment. It don't matter, bro. What's next? God dang it, what's next, son? Shout out to Coach Broadnax. He just retired. Shout out to Coach Broadnax. You talking about a militant, God-sent, black, professional, educational, inspirational man. Respects the Coach Broadnax. That was my college coach, me and Big Dude's college coach. And he used to say one of the, it's amazing how everything in the moment don't make sense until later on. It's so important every day to plant the seed of progress, truth, growth, and the things that you want in your life every single day, because there's going to come a day when it all makes sense. So it's very important the seeds of information that we plant into our head or we allow ourselves to take in on a daily basis and what we're really trying to understand in our mind. Because Coach Broadnax used to always say, son, what's next? And he used one of the most vilest, like out of pocket examples. One of our assistant coaches' father passed away. And he was just like, what next? And we were just like, whoa. You just gonna disregard that man's life, his dad, you don't even care. You would just go that far. What was it? 10 years later, 12 years later, however long it's been, I'm like, God dang it, bro. He was right. Hey, salute. He gone. What's next? What is next? If you ain't gonna burn no, he said, if you ain't gonna burn no energy, Rod, you might as well go in there and dang, hey, to this day, I ain't gonna lie, that was tough. He said, if you ain't gonna burn no energy, you might as well go inside the grave with his dad. I said, wow, that's crazy. But he was right. Wow. Wow. He was right. He was right. What's next, son? What's next for you? It don't stop. It don't stop. None of it stops. It don't stop. The life don't stop. Good game, bad day. Who cares, son? What's next? Or your only thought should be, I gotta make sure I focus on my energy. Focus on the energy that you have to put into the things that you need to better your life and get to where you need to get to in life. Because a lot of hoopers fail because one of the main reasons they just don't get it because financials. And I say this because I'm not coming on here trying to act like I just know all this about finance. I'm on the grind. Since I started this overseas life, I've been on the grind. Trying to figure out I done lost hella bread. I done lost hella money. I've been tricked off a lot of money. I've been broke so many times in this game. Nobody tell you about that. Nobody tell you 9 years in you could be looking at $25 in your bank account. You're like, how does that happen? How does it not happen? How does it not happen? Everybody wants to say, how does that happen? How does it not happen? How does over 50% of Americans in the world, 50% of Americans don't have more than $1,000 in their bank account? How does it not happen? What you mean? It's all good, man. We got a road trip today anyways. I just wanted to pop on the live. Shout out, y'all go follow Big Deuce, man. Shout out, go follow Big Deuce. Type Athletics. But how do I not? How do I not go broke? They don't tell you about that. That's why, thank God I was still good enough to be able to get jobs because I was still a great player. I had horrible money management. Horrible money management. I had terrible money management. 9 years, 10 years in the game, 9 years in the game, coming off a championship, looking at $25 in my bank account. Winning bonuses, playing for 8 months. And, bro, $25, no assets, nothing, no house, nothing, no apartment, nothing. But nobody ain't gonna come and keep it real like that. Ain't gonna keep it real and say, you know what, this can happen if you don't really take advantage of your finances. If you don't take advantage of your finances while playing this game. Because one of the greatest moments of understanding that I got from playing this game is I have the opportunity to really focus on something that can give me more money. Like, people go and they try to work a regular job and they will try to get a second form of income. How do I get some more money? That's like everybody's basketball player, non-basketball player, regular person, they ever thought it, how can I get some more money? How can I get some more money? It's like that. Almost every person I met that I can really think of, if you could just think of every single person in your life, for me, I would say about 97% of those people were trying to get some more money because they were behind or needed some more money. I would say 93. But everybody's looking for that extra form. And when you have it's hard, it's difficult. I'm not going to go into every reason why, because of where the school system for loans and all just a whole is everything is trying to make sure that you spend money and lose money and get in debt and not be able to save, invest, grow, and live like with a sense of comfort. It's like nothing is set up for you to live with a sense of comfort. Everything is meant for you to spend, buy, and decrease while you're feeding a system. We all like I'm speaking of me. I fed into the system. I fed into giving into the system. Like, oh, I get the money, I spend the money, I get the money, I live off the money, I do this, I don't invest, I don't think, I don't build my credit up, I don't think about credit. I just buy, invest, I buy and earn, spend, save, use the save to live, to earn, to spend, to, you know what I mean? I realized that one summer, it was Christmas. It was Christmas. I said, I'm gonna go home. I was in Chile. I said, I'm gonna go home to be with my daughter. I went home, I paid for the ticket, I rented a car, I bought gifts. I must have spent a couple $1,000. Now, people be thinking, you're a pro basketball player, you're making pro basketball money. No. What you think pro basketball players make? They're not making, I would say there's about 90, it's a 90, no. I would say there's probably about 75% to 80% of basketball players, professional, making under $5,000 a month. I would say about 80% of professional basketball players make under $5,000 a month in the world. That's just an educated guess. That's just an educated guess. I'm not saying that for certain, but I truly believe 80% of professional basketball players make less than $80K a month. So what does that say? You're not getting these crazy amounts of money that you think that you're getting. But when you spending it like you do, because you don't get taxed on it, you just getting it, you just living, you just playing basketball, you in another it's something about being in another country where the money just don't seem real because it's not what you used to seeing. So the money just, these pesos, I don't care about these pesos. I'm gonna just spend it like whatever. I'm just spending the pesos like nothing, like it's whatever. I'm gonna get it back. I ain't worth, but it's real. No, you're transferring your currency, losing money on currency, and then spending it like it's nothing, and then you're running out. Like it all adds up. That's because I just not knowing financials. That's one of the craziest things, or one of the biggest things, is just understanding financials, and that is one thing that is going to destroy a player before you even start. Is not having no financial literacy. Not having no financial literacy. Not having no financial literacy. You are going to get destroyed. Your career is going to end before it starts. You're going to play 10, if you're blessed enough to play 10, 12 years, finish your career and probably have 25,000, 20,000 saved up after all that. Probably no career, couldn't buy a house. Can't do a lot of things that you think you could be able to do. You put, for the ones that are lucky, I'll say the average player go about 5, that's a good career, 5 years. I would say 3. About 3 years, and then what? What you made from that, and you just, let's say you have a good career and you go 11 years. Got to go right back to working. You ain't just been able to just sit back and relax and just look at, I put 10, 15 years into this game, and this is what I got to show for it. What you got to show for it is you got to get up and go to work, because the bills keep coming. And the older you get, the more bills you get. It's just the way it is. The older you get, the more bills you get, because there's more things you need, there's more things you got to take care of. Older you get, the more bills you got to pay for. So I just want guys to understand that just really focus on your finances, please. It's really important that you focus on your finances because you have such a great opportunity, such an extravagant, amazing opportunity with the time that is given to focus on some other thing that can like work to bring you more income. To bring you more income. I use the example all the time. It's like I realize, that I have more money now when I stop playing the game. Now I'm not against playing the game, but I love playing the game, but I haven't played because I realized I took 9 to 10 years of just playing 2K and Call of Duty and video games my entire career, or my first 9 years of my career, instead of actually using that time to learn something that's going to bring me some money. If I would have took a quarter of that time, 2 hours a day, to learn something that's going to bring me money, I could have definitely started earning more money with the free time. But I used to say it, I was on the sticks. I was playing the game. I was playing the game the whole time. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with playing the game. I love playing video games. I just haven't played it like in the last 2-3 years because I said, okay, I'm already 35. I'm in the game. I got about 5. I give myself a good 5 years. I feel great. My body feels good. I know I'm taking care of my body. I feel great. And I believe a good 5 years gives me enough time to really stack this money, focus, and give good opportunities that I can use to build towards my next part after my career is done. So I got about 5 years left. Feel amazing. I feel just energized. I just feel full. I feel like a shift. You ever feel a shift coming in your life? You ever feel like something extravagant? It's just an extraordinary feeling. Like sometimes we just get so caught up in the feeling of just like, I'm always a negative feeling, but there is going to be a moment in life where you just get this overwhelming, extravagant feeling of gratitude, and something big is happening. Something big is happening in your life. You can feel it. You ever feel like when it's something like there's a cloud over your head? You feel the cloud. You feel it. You feel the negativity. You feel it. So now, when it switches, you almost get like, what? Like, this normally doesn't happen to me. I normally don't get this type of great feeling. Like, maybe one day, but you start to like really look around. Like, is something up? Somebody playing a joke on me? You know what I'm saying? But once you understand you are due for the things that you ask and search for in life, once you understand that your mind controls and dictates everything that you are pursuing in life, you get to decide the ultimate determining factor of what you desire your life to be based on the perspective of the mindset that you choose to cultivate. I understand that I want to be like financially free when I'm done playing basketball. So I understand I have a great opportunity to have time to get into my finances and learn something about money. And ever since then, I just seen my life just start shifting. Like, like, what's going on? And then it's just like, wait a minute, is it actually working? It's actually working. I actually, they say you see the light at the end of the tunnel. I actually see the light at the end of the tunnel. I actually see something now. Like, the importance of just trying to find clarity in life, just understanding clarity. Like, I can finally see. And I think someone said, true vision is not with your eyes. Like, true vision is seen with your eyes closed. Think about that for a second. The real vision of what you're trying to see, the true vision of sight of life, is seen with your eyes closed. That is amazing. That is amazing to think about that. The true sight of life that you need and that you picture, you can only see with your eyes closed. What do you envision for yourself? What do you envision for the life that you want? Do we ask ourselves the proper questions that's going to lead to the answers that we want to overall give us whatever it is that we're seeking? Listen, man, I'm about to tune off. I got to go on a road trip. I just had to get that off my chest. When you just think about it all and when you just start like, all right, I'm gonna end with this. So I took a nap today, right? I went to practice, had practice, came back, tired, went home, relaxed, and I took a nap. Now, when I go to sleep or I take a nap in the middle of the day after practice or whatever, I normally put on this like frequency music. I put on this high frequency. It's like manifestation faster. It sounds like vibration, like the vibration. This is the vibration of manifesting, of good healing, of just those type of sounds. I like to sleep to that while I'm sleeping. And I had the most. You ever have something you just can't explain? Like the dream was just so. I can't even explain it. So I'm sleeping. And it's funny because I don't know if Mel is on here. I see Mel B, but there's my great friend who helps me out all the time with my therapy. She uses this machine. So this machine is like this it's like a ultrasound. But picture ultra high powered ultrasound. It's good for the joints, bones. When you have bones and aching, it like you put this machine on there and it was like it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt like hell. But it's like it gets really deep into the tissue area. And she used to use this machine. Hey, y'all go check out Mel B. Look her up. Acoustic wave therapy, and look her up. So anyways, so she has the machine. The machine, picture it's like this. And this side is like the electricity, like the part that you put on. So if I had a pain right here, you would do this. And as you're doing this, the electricity is pretty much surging through. It's like it has this sound. It's like but that's because the electricity is pulsing at such a high and strong frequency that it has to break down whatever the pain area is. Because whenever you're having a pain or something like that, it's probably because you have a buildup of either like cartilage or something build up, and this is going to break and release that. But it has to get a lot of high powered frequency. Why am I talking about this machine? I just want you to understand how powerful and how much it hurts this machine. As I'm dreaming, I'm with my friend, a friend of mine. He uses this machine as well. And he's like, hey, yo, do you want to go get some therapy? I got someone who got the machine. So I was like, sure. Like, I definitely can go for some of that therapy. It's always good. But, so he goes around the corner to go get the therapy. I'm laying down. It's crazy because I'm laying down in my dream as I'm laying down. As soon as I lay down, the person that's giving him the therapy, it's like I close my eyes in the dream. As soon as I do that, the person who's giving him the therapy takes the machine and puts it on the dead center of my forehead and turns the machine on high powered. High powered. So I'm getting this pulsing electroshock in the dead center of my forehead. Dead center. It's just pulsing, just right the dead center of my face. And I'm literally in shock. I'm literally in shock. I'm shaking like I'm getting electrocuted. I'm feeling the sensation in my body as I'm sleeping. I know that I'm sleeping, but I can still feel the sensation. And when he stopped, I'm like, I didn't feel no pain, but I felt the shock. I didn't feel no pain, but I felt the shock. And I was like, what was that? Why did you do that? And he said, because you told me to. You called me here. And then I woke up. I am a firm believer in dreams giving you the information that you need in life. Dreams for me tap into a different reality that I don't take lightly. I don't take lightly because there's so much you can learn from your dreams. And for me, along my journey in life, my dreams have been an integral part of understanding where I am and what is happening to me in my life. Every once in a while, there's one that's going to pop up that's going to create a shift in my mindset and my thoughts and my perception and some type of clarity or something. And this was one of those dreams. I don't know the meaning, I don't know the purpose, but I know it means something. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Listen, that's all I got. I'm out. Appreciate y'all. Road trip, Brazil. Wish us luck. See y'all next time.